Hello, I'm Adam Lewis, PGA teaching professional and strength and conditioning coach at Ledbetter Academy, Stoke Park. Today I'd like to go through with you a goal for mobility and strength routine that could also be used as a warm-up. Thankfully we're able to play golf again, but we can't take care of our bodies like we would because the gym's all shut. So I'm going to go through with you something very simple that you can do at home today, just with a few very simple pieces of equipment, alignment stick, or it can be a broom handle, piece of cane, anything like that. A ball and a towel, so hopefully we can all locate those bits of equipment, and we're going to go through the little routine for you right now. So this routine can be used before you go out and play, or it can be used as part of an exercise routine that you do at home. So first exercise is going to be an overhead squat that we're going to use as more of a mobility exercise, and that's then going to be coupled with a reverse lunge as a sort of leg strengthening exercise. So we're going to grab our alignment stick, or our cane, or our broom handle. And what we're going to do, we're going to sit up with our heels on the hips, our toes pointing forward or just slightly pointing out. We're going to grab the alignment stick or the cane nice and wide. And then from this position, this is not about how deep you can go. This is all about mobility and pushing to the edges of your capabilities. So from here, I'm going to fold at the hips and the knees at the same time. And I'm going to let myself drop down and then back up, down and back up. And we're going to do 5 of these to start off with. So that's 3. I'll go this way for you. And that's 5. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get straight into a reverse lunge. So we're going to keep that stick nice and high. We're going to step back. And the key with this is trying to maintain the hip width. Again, we're going to look to do 5 in each leg. So try and keep that body nice and upright, keep nice and balanced. Keep going, stay nice and stable through that front foot. Excellent. So, if you were going to do this part of a warm-up and mobility, we'd just go through that once. If we were going to do it as part of a strengthening routine, we'd do that another 2 times. Okay, so where we are going next is we're going to have a little look at the upper body area, get that mobile, and put it also through some strengthening work just to get everything ready for action. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the thoracic region. We're going to stretch out. This is where we're going to use our ball. So I'm going to get into this position here. And then I'm going to use the ball. I'm going to put my hand on the ball. And I'm going to just roll it out to the side here. Getting a nice stretch across my back. And again. 3. We're going to do 6 of these. And 6. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to put our hand just by our temple, and we're going to try and point our elbow up to the sky. So just stretching the other way, and again 6 of these. And 2 more, keep going. Good, and then we're going to go on to the other side. 1, really feel that stretch across the back. Try not to let this arm, the supporting arm, bend too much. I'm going to try and stay nice and tall, get the stretch in the right place. Excellent, and then hand again around the temple area. I'm going to point that elbow up to the sky. Really feel that stretch. Good, 3 more. Excellent. We're going to couple that exercise with press-ups. So we can either do press-ups in our full body plank position, or we can look to do box press-up. It depends, whatever your capabilities match, that's what we're going to look for. And we're going to look to try and do 10, okay? So we want to have our heel of our palm just sort of under these shoulders and just a little bit wider. We're going to brace our core, squeeze our glutes, and then we're going to sort of drop the body down so our nose almost touches the floor. and there's 10. So, we've started to warm up the legs. We've started to work on some upper body mobility. Now we're going to look at a little bit of lower half mobility and do a little bit of strength work with the rotational side. So, an important area is around this pelvis area in the lower back in golf. It takes quite a lot of strain. So we do need to get that warmed up and moving. So we're going to do an exercise where we lie down. We are feet in line with our hips, our knees up. And what we're going to do is we're just going to let them drift from side to side. We're going to try and keep our shoulder blades on the floor. And we're going to see really how far we can go. Remember, this is again a mobility exercise. So do not push yourself further than you need to go. So again, we're going to do 6 each way. Excellent. So to couple that, we're going to grab our ball again. So football, whatever it is, I have a medicine ball. But we're going to grab our ball, we're going to sit in a position. So we're going to put our heels on the floor as an anchor. And we're going to sit in a kind of 45 position. And we're just going to rotate. Well, this one, the Russian twist. We're just going to rotate. We should really feel that whole core area bracing, supporting us, and then firing to bring us back up and around. So 4 each way. We're just going to do 6 each way. Excellent. So, with those exercises done, we can now move on to trying to put it all together into a more dynamic movement that suits golf. So we're going to get our alignment stick again. And we're going to go into a split squat position. So, my right leg has been dropped back, I'm still hip width apart, toes pointing forward, and I'm going to grab my alignment stick again at the end, and I'm going to tilt forward into almost a golf posture, maybe a little bit more exaggerated than a golf posture. And then from here, I'm going to rotate, trying to keep this knee nice and stable. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to swap legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to couple that with some lower half strength, just because in that front leg we should feel it stabilising, we should see it fire. So we're going to use a towel to do an isometric deadlift. So we're going to grab our towel as long as we can make it, put our feet in here, we're going to take the strain, we're going to try and keep our shins vertical, the arms just drop down, and then from this position we're going to push into the floor. So let me just show you from this position. So from here, so my shins are vertical, my back is flat, my arms are hanging. From here I'm going to push down into the floor, try and feel like I'm pushing through my heels to engage my posterior chain. So push down here, good, to the count of 10. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent, and we're going to relax. If you were to use this in your routine for just strength training at home, with this exercise, we can take it on one step further. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to do your position here, and we're going 1 all the way to 10, and then when it gets to 10, I want you to drop the towel and jump. That way we're making use of some very good power building properties, okay? So, we've got one last exercise to go. We're going to look at just the last little bit of mobility, and we're going to look at some correct movement patterns for golf and seeing how it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up with a nice heels under hips, toes pointing forwards. We're going to put our arms across our chest like this. As you can see, I'm in golf posture. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start understanding how our body works together. So we're going to really think about the movement pattern of this one. So what we want to think about is our right hip working back and our right shoulder working up. From this position, you can see that I've turned into my right side. Should feel a bit of pressure in my right glute here. My right shoulder has disappeared behind my head. And then we're going to drift into the left foot and we're going to reverse the process. So my left hip's going to go back, my left shoulder's going to go up, and then I come through into extension. So we're going to do 4 going that way, and then because this is for strength conditioning, we're going to do 4 the opposite way as well. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's for the right-handed golfers, usual way around. So now we're going to do here for left-handed golfers, and I want everyone to do both of these because it's very useful to get the balance in the body. So we're going to go left hip back, left shoulder up. And then we're going to drift and go through. 2, 3, 4. Hey everyone, thank you for that. That's my golf mobility and strength program that's great through this period where we cannot access a gym and we need to try and keep the body supple and mobile but yet strong enough for the demands of golf. Thank you.